just ran a checkup on my.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And right away, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Chad, Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Hey, South. 39.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again. Ryan. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards there. 1st down. Now Ryan. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
64.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Check safety, check safety.
Check 13. Check 13.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Ryan. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Let's make these babies cry. 51, Tom! Hey, turn it up, turn it up. 11. 58, come on. Hey, Exit. We got no way, son.
On 2nd and 15 now. Ryan. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
22 yards there, a 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Hey, that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you get... all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Play action. It's Trubisky. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Check. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Down to lose 1. 59 Mike.
Hey, Mike's 7.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And he's going to go down again. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Oh, offensive nightmare there. You go for it on 4th, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
While sometimes it doesn't appear like much, the out route can be very dangerous when you throw it to a guy like Julio Jones. If you try and undercut it, he can turn into a big play. But the reason he's able to get it so often is because of his ability to push people deep, and they have to respect that.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Down, ready, 54, down, 25.
Check.
Freeman again, a first down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Steps away to his left. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
On second down, Freeman. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, That really opens things up for you.
52.
Keeps it on the sneak, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Tavecchio puts this one through. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. We now proceed to the start of the second half. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Here's Ryan to throw. Connects with Sanu right side. But I think the ball's out, and this is picked up by the Bears.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 38.
Slam, slam, slam.
Lock in.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Now, they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Bravo. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Guys, it's game.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Switch. Switch.
Alert.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Trubisky. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Now it's Trubisky. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Duke Riley in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through. In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Ryan. And this one brought in by Sanu. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win call.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Ready, 58.
Check me out. Check 31. Check 31.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
58. Check.
Mike, 58.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on 2nd down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, let's get set.
Hey, Quick Lance.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To throw is Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have taken the lead. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They go play action. Trubisky. Miller on the catch over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Play action. Now Trubisky. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He'll look to throw. To the right side, complete to Miller. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, a 22. Back to throw. This is Gabriel out on the left side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. First down, a run with Cohen.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. He's back to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Falcons grab it. And now look at him go. The 40. The 30. 10. 5. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
First down and goal.
It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. One last shot for Trubisky. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Desmond Trubisky. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing little.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check.